Training Report, Mikuni Pass 28, January 2019. Ultimate view, and cold in the middle of the Mount Densetsu. Winter atmospheric pattern is weakening and a depression is approaching. The southeast wind is mild. It was minus 24 degrees Celsius during the temperature check before the training. It was cold because of a radiative cooling. A temperature lower than minus 30 degrees Celsius was previewed in the KTV, Katabatic Valley. Therefore, he started with equipment for colder than minus 30 degrees Celsius. He wears 7 layers of clothes for upper body, 5 layers of clothes for lower body and 3 layers for the gloves. The isotonic drink in the bottle is well saturated to resist to the cold. As he had problems with congealed oil and grease because of low temperature, he is using fluorine-based oil for the first time. He wears ski goggles with heating lenses. When the heater is activated, the LED in the lenses shines. The heating lenses of swans don't get fogged even in this temperature. The road was covered with good ice and compacted snow. It's comfortable to ride on the road of this condition. Even well-saturated isotonic drink in the bottle, it would get frozen within less than 10 minutes. Therefore, he drinks it as fast as possible before it gets frozen. Passing the first peak, he begins to descend. The background is the Mount Ishikaridake. The bottle content is completely frozen at this moment. He is going to descend up to the KTV valley where Katabatic wind passes, which is the bottom of the cold air lake where the temperature is lower than minus 30 degrees Celsius. He reached the Kogenohashi Bridge crossing the Ishikari River. As the sky is getting brighter, he turned the headlight off. He is waiting for the morning glow doing interval training. The mountains are turning red from the top. The Mount Midoridake is reddening in spite of its name. Midoridake means a green mountain in Japanese. The mountains are getting redder. There are few places where you can enjoy such a beautiful morning glow in Hokkaido. The redness is now at the peak. The oil and the grease, especially the grease of shift levers, are congealed. The rear derailleur is completely immobilized. There is no choice. He moved the derailleur with hands and put the chain on a highly versatile gear. There is no chance to confirm the performance of fluorine-based oil as the shift lever is frozen. Finishing the interval training enjoying the beautiful morning glow, he resumed his climb up to the summit. The road crosses several times valleys where the Katabatic wind passes. We call them the KTV 1, 2, 3. The KTV 3 is especially cold. Every time he blinks, the eyelids stick each other. The eyelashes are covered with rime. The rime is falling down in the goggles like a snowfall. He parked the bike for a rest. You see the Mount Nisei Kaosupe. The crystal liquid of the display congealed. It became almost white. He increased the speed to get out from the cold air lake as fast as possible in order to not break the crystal liquid. He continues his climb seeing the eternal snow on the Takanagahara Kogen Plateau. Passing this section, the road gets steeper. He put the front gear to the inner. But as the rear derailleur doesn't work, the gear is too low. He tried to change to gear manually. But when he put attention to the cable, the derailleur was set to the lowest gear and frozen. The gear is too low. He puts the front derailleur to the middle and continues climbing. Continuing climbing, when getting out of the cold air lake, the grease became softer and the rear derailleur began to work again. Continuing climbing in a diamond dust fall. He reached the summit. It was minus 26 degrees Celsius there. He exchanged the goggles for those for the descent and began to descend. He is doing the interval training during the descent. One of the reasons for which he's doing the interval is for the training. And another reason is to warm up the body as it's too cold to descend directly. This maneuver is called switchback navigation among us. At the beginning of the descent, it was comfortable to ride at 50 km per hour. Approaching the cold air lake, the temperature went down considerably. He couldn't continue descending because of the cold. He stopped before reaching the bottom of the cold air lake. He warmed up his hands. You see the moon. After warming up the hands, he resumed the descent. He is doing the interval training here. where you see the beautiful Takanagahara Kogen Plateau. Here, you can enjoy the eternal snow on the Takanagahara Kogen Plateau and fresh green leaves simultaneously in June. Entering the cold air lake, the Riade Raya became non-functional again, being congealed. The Mount Isi Karidake is beautiful. A line of contrails above the Mount Biobu Dake. The airplane is heading for the southwest. Looks like a Boeing 747. But difficult to distinguish with this small camera. He wants to check it up with Flight Radar 24. But there is no phone signal here. Moreover, if you operate the mobile phone taking off the glove, you'll get frostbite soon in this temperature. He gave up to check this flight. He is doing another set of the interval training. Contrast between the deep blue sky and the white of the Mount Dersetsu is beautiful. View from the Kogenohashi Bridge. Here written. This bridge is completed in February Heisei 31, 2019. Are we in the future? We are in January Heisei 31, 2019. This bridge was damaged in August Heisei 28, 2016, by a typhoon. The replacement work was in progress. This replacement work was supposed to be completed at the beginning of Heisei 31, 2019. But it was completed much earlier than expected. The work finished in summer of Heisei 30, 2018, and it was opened for traffic 4th September Heisei 30. Rumor says they accelerated the construction period in order to finish before the tour of Hokkaido, which was supposed to pass here 8th September, but cancelled because of a massive earthquake of the 6th September. After that, he climbed a small hill slowly for the cool down and finished this day's training. Thank you for watching.